Is it live now? What's going on? Let's see. Oh, this sucks. Well, sorry about that, guys. Hopefully you guys are able to jump back on. This software froze. I guess it's weird. Uh Lame. That's really discouraging. I tried a different piece of software to make the things look a little bit better, but I think I just overwhelmed the system. I'm gonna go back to using the old um, YouTube broadcast software because this new one kind of killed it. Hey, Colin, thanks for jumping back on there, dude. I think the software, the new one, the new YouTube, I guess, live streaming dashboard is not as good as the old one, so that sucks. It kind of just my stream just kind of like froze and then never came back, so I had to stop it. Uh, hopefully people will jump back on. Let's see. What a way to kill it. What a way to kill it. Okay, well, let's wait for some people to jump back on, and then we'll continue on with the show. I think I wanted Zach to call in, tell us about his Mission Bay experience. All right, all right, Leonard is back. Right on. Dan Walsh is back. Yeah. Yeah, it's a new one. Like I don't know what happened. I'm trying a new version of OBS. It's called Streamlabs OBS, and then I'm also using the new interface from YouTube. I think I just changed too many things at once. Maybe tomorrow I'll use the regular setup because yeah, basically it froze and wouldn't come back. Usually after it freezes it'll come back, but it just kind of froze and just went away. So I had to restart the whole broadcast. All right, cool. Pirate Taylor's back. Woo. All right, cool. So hopefully people will jump back in. I really want Zach to call in and tell us about his Mission Bay experience. Oh, let me put the phone number up here. I forgot about that. It all happened when I put the phone number up. It freaked out. Oh, wow. What's up? Oh, Lorenzo's on here. What's up, dude? What's up, Lorenzo? Nice. Yeah, we're basically doing a little show called Happy Hour with Roman, just talking about fishing or the lack of fishing, and how you're dealing with the whole Corona thing. And then I have the phone number up there. You guys can call in and say what's up, ask questions, or just share whatever's on your mind with the latest situation. Okay, so Dan's on here. Oh, nice. 65-pound Spectra, 80 pounds short. Nice, nice. Cool setup. That's a good setup. Man, I can see the delay is way, way delayed. All right, guys. Do me a favor, guys. If you can see the stream, it looks good. Find the thumbs up or the like button on this stream and give it a thumbs up. What that'll do is it'll help YouTube know to promote it to the rest of the subscribers, so we get more people in here. Hopefully, we get Dog Dude Drone back here and he can tell us about his Mission Bay experience and what they told him. I'm gonna message him real quick. All right, here he is. I think this is him calling in. Let me get him on. Hey, this is Roman.
Hi, I'm looking at the show right now. Looks like you're doing the live podcast right now.
Yeah.
Show.
Who's this?
Hey Roman, this is Marco. I'm here with Philip from this YouTube channel, Park Trailers.
Oh, perfect. What up, dude? How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Just wanted to let you know, even though we have a pandemic, I think the only pandemic we got going on right now in the waters ain't no fish fighting.
Nice, nice. So where are you at? Where do you live?
I live in the city of Corona.
Oh, nice.
That's in California.
Perfect. So it's pretty much lockdown for everybody right now, right? You guys have to stay in.
Pretty much, yeah. I have my own shop, and we were forced to close down as well. It's unfortunate, but I figured I'd break away from all the madness and come out to the waters and get some peace and quiet and see what we can find out here.
Yeah. What kind of shop do you have?
I have a dog grooming shop.
A dog grooming shop?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So even the dog grooming shop, they asked you to close down?
Yeah, mainly because they don't want people congregating in one spot.
Oh yeah.
So they just kind of figured they shut us down.
That's crazy.
You know, it's I guess we're considered a non-essential business, so
Shoot.
we're shut down.
Right. That's crazy. And like what they say, they tell you like when they would let you open up again, or any kind of other advice, that any other info that you could share?
Yeah, unfortunately, no. The only email that we got was due to order N73-20. We are forced to close down our shops until further notice. Kind of, I guess they're waiting for the pandemic to pass.
Yeah, that's crazy. Right. Dang. Yeah, like all of our schools are closed. Our kids are home. It's a different kind of challenge, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different beast within itself right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. So let's talk about fishing. What's
what's going on?
What was your last session?
I'm actually fishing right now.
Oh.
I'm out here with my friend Felipe, the main producer of Pirate Sailors, and we're out here in the city of Newport by the West End Jetty, trying to see if we can fish out something.
Awesome. Are you guys staying 6 feet apart?
Give me 1 second. Look, I got a bite right now.
Oh
my God.
live fish. Hey, tell Felipe to take a picture and send me the picture. I'll put it up on the show.
Oh man, no, he got away.
Oh,
he got away.
Man.
Oh. And he got away like all my hopes and dreams right about now.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Crazy.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, shoot. I guess. Stay safe, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm using squid right now. I'm putting what's called the hot sauce, which is a scent that normally attracts them in, and it's working pretty well right now. But I wasn't able to set the hook on time with this one.
Nice. Well, if you catch one within the next 20-30 minutes, send me a picture through Instagram. Like send it through the Instagram DMs, and I'll put it up on the screen so people can see your fish.
For sure, yeah.
That'd be fun. Nice. Yeah. Cool. All right, thanks for calling in.
Yeah, man. Thanks for taking the call.
All right, have a good one. All right.
You too, man. Be safe out there.
You too. Bye-bye. Later, Felipe. All right, there it is, guys. First call of the day. Somebody's actually out there fishing. I don't know how advisable that is, but hey, you do what you got to do, right? But all right, let's see who else is on the chat. I'm gonna say do some shout outs. So Pirate Sailor's still on here. Colin's on here. Lorenzo's on here. Leonard's on here. Okay, Jay Alvarez, what up, guys? Thanks for jumping on here. And Louis Rocha's on here. All right, so Louis went to Mission Bay and he saw a couple of people fishing. That's cool. They must have let people fish in the morning before Dog Dude Drone got kicked out. Let me hit him up again and see if he wants to call in. Okay, see what he says. Okay, see what he says. Meanwhile, if anybody wants to call in, go ahead and call in, and we'll talk about the latest and greatest. Orange County Sup Fishing, what's up? Hey, Glenn, what up, dude? Call in if you have anything you want to say. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Welcome, Mark in Cerritos. Mark, do you want to call in and say something? The phone number's on the screen. The lines are open. Let me get the number to Dog Dude Drone real quick. Let's see, 1-619-800-2577. I picked this number, guys, because I thought it would be super easy to remember, and it's kind of working. Okay, let's see if Dog Dude Drone calls in, and he tells his story about how he got kicked out of Mission Bay for fishing this morning or this afternoon. Oh man, they're serious. They're not kidding. You know, I am joking around, guys, but it is a serious thing. You probably should stay in. even if you feel okay, because from what I've been reading and researching, you could get infected, and you could become. Let's say you get infected on day 1, right, or day 0, and then you are contagious. So you become contagious after 4 days. So you get it, you catch it, and after 4 days you become contagious. That means you're shedding like the virus, and you could infect other people on day 4, and then from there, you won't actually feel any symptoms. You won't feel sick or have like a cough or anything for 10 days. So you could be infected people for 10 days. Let me get this kind of call here, and here. This is Roman. Welcome to Happy Hour.
Hola.
How you doing?
Good.
Is this Dog Dude Drone?
This is DDD.
Awesome. Do you mind if we use your real name?
Yeah, Zach.
All right, cool.
Zach
Perfect. I just didn't want to blow you up if you had a thing about using your real name. What up, Zach?
Hello.
So,
how you doing?
Pretty good. You got kicked out of Mission Bay then?
I did today.
Take us through the journey. Oh, Roberto Corona Jr. triggered my subscriber plugin. Look at that, guys. That guy's rocking out. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, okay. It took me. That was the whole reason for changing to Streamlabs, so I can get those little graphics to pop up. So anyway, okay. So you decide to go fishing today, and take us through the story. Tell us. I want you to take us through the story, not just tell us. Oh yeah, I went fishing. I want you to tell us. Why'd you fish today?
I'll tell you.
Go for it.
Tell you everything. So I mean, so it started off. Basically, I saw, we got an Instagram friend. I think we're both connected to. His name is Grumpy Hooker, and he has been featuring some Instagram shows that show that Mission Bay has been shut down recently. And I had to go figure out for myself, is Mission Bay actually shut down? And yes, Fiesta was closed.
Wow.
There were a lot of people parked on the side street of the bay, so I figured I'd try my luck, right?
Yep.
I parked, and I walked across the little boardwalk where people were continuously walking. There's bikers, joggers,
right? Okay.
People all over the boardwalk. Okay, so I go to the bay and I start fishing, and I fish for about 20 minutes, and I get a bite or two.
Nice.
Still watching people just crossing the path
on the boardwalk,
all day long, having a good time. Yeah. So then I see a lifeguard truck across from me, basically looking right at me. And I'm thinking, this guy, I don't know what's going on, but he's looking right at me. And he announces to the park that the entire place is shut down. So I'm thinking, maybe he's talking to the people on the boardwalk.
Oh,
let's see what goes on.
Right.
So I continue to fish. They make their way all the way around, and they come right behind me, and they say, "Sir, I need to inform you that the mayor has told the public that this is all off limits. So no bay, no fishing, no nothing." And I told him, I'm fishing for food.
Oh, nice.
I need to harvest something,
nice.
So this is different, They didn't care. They said, no, this is no go. Get out of here.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And they were okay with people.
So
Go ahead.
No, you're I think you were going along the lines that I was thinking.
Yeah.
They were okay with people jogging. There were people at the playground playing with their kids. Wow. There were people biking. They were talking to everybody, but they specifically came directly up to me and said, "No, sir, you cannot fish."
Wow. That's weird.
Yeah. And so I asked around. I asked a couple people on Instagram if it's the same in SD Bay. And I've got the word that I think that it's no-go in SD Bay as well.
Right. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I would think it would be. I would think if it was closed, it would close everything, like not let people play in the playground even, right?
Why
that seems
are
more like
playing in the playground with their kids?
Yeah, that seems more like it'd be a place to pick up germs and spread germs, and because you're sharing the playground, right? I mean, exactly, I have kids and yeah. Anyway, that's crazy. Cool. Well, thanks for calling in with the report, dude. What have you been up to? What have you been up to with the channel?
It's been a struggle, to be honestly. I haven't caught a fish in 22 days. It's been 22 days since I caught a fish.
Dang, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've been out
man.
there. I've been out
Oh,
there.
it sucks.
I've been out there trying.
What's
Today was the first day I
got a bite?
got one. So
Oh, did you catch one today?
yeah, I got
Okay, good.
a little spotty and a little stingray on a lure.
Fine. So you broke your streak. You broke your streak anyway. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's-
So I let the lifeguards do their job, you know, and I got told not to fish, and I left. But what are we to do? You know what I mean? How long is this going to last? And I mean, fishermen at the most, we are the most distant from anyone else when we're out there, especially when we're alone. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on or when we're going to be allowed to be out there, but it's kind of frustrating.
Yeah, that is frustrating. I don't have an idea of when it would be over, but I know it's not going to be over anytime soon. Because you look at how it spreads, right? It's like I was just before you call. I was just saying that it takes. So say you get infected day 1, it takes 4 days for you to become contagious. So for you to start spreading it, right? And then from there, it takes another 10 days before you notice that you're sick, right? So technically,
I hear you, but
right, that's crazy, right?
What are fishermen? What are we infecting out there if we're alone? What are we putting the virus on fish? I don't
no,
think
that's
so.
true. That's true. That makes sense. I don't know. But if you're fishing with one other buddy, right, you could be infecting each other, I guess, right? But if you're fishing alone, I don't see the problem, other than it looks bad because of the whole Florida stuff, like when people were like everywhere enjoying the beach, right? I think that kind of played a bigger part into like closing the beaches down completely because they didn't want to have those kind of shots where like people are just chilling at the beach, you know?
Correct.
And so, unfortunately, we get the the shaft. we get the worst of it.
The
I guess.
crap end of the stick.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah. Exactly.
We have to abide by the rules.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I appreciate you having the podcast. Thank you for having me on.
No, that's fun. Just call in anytime, and this is just a show for us to have a little bit of fun and talk about this kind of stuff. That I know it's kind of frustrating. Just know that you're not going through it by yourself. You know, even though we're all kind of alone at home.
I guess I'll just be playing video games for a little while.
What video games do you play? Like I'm gonna order like a PlayStation or something because I don't play video games anymore.
Right now they've got the PlayStation Warzone Call of Duty for free. So I recommend it. Go buy it. Yeah, it's
okay. This is
a battle royale.
I think the last game system I bought was like besides the Switch for the kids, like I don't really use that. Was a PS. I think a PS3. PS3.
Yeah.
It was the one with it might be a 2. I don't know. It was like the first version that had the Blu-ray player, and I got it because I had a Blu-ray player. So it's pretty old.
Sure.
So maybe I need to pick up a new system.
Get the PlayStation, man. Hop on there. Have a good time.
All right, that'll be fun. It's been a while since I played first-person shooters. Nice, dude. All right, well, thanks for calling in and thanks for giving us the update. Super cool.
I hope to fish with you, man.
Yeah, soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
That was cool. Thanks for calling in, Zach. I really appreciate the report, and it's crazy. It's crazy out there. If you guys want to call in, have any other, I need to catch up with the comments, and while I'm catching up with the comments, you guys can call in or post a question. Let me know. Let me see. Wow, we have a lot of people in here now. It's pretty cool. 16 people. I see Coach Worf is in here. I see Glenn's in here. I see Mark's in here. Curtis, it's good to have you, Curtis. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Good to have you on here. Let's see. What's up? 2 Geeks is back. Welcome back. Yeah, see, 2 Geeks is just said that the Dana, what is it? We're fishing with Uncle Dan. What up? Nice, welcome, dude. We're basically talking about the closures. Zach, Dog Dude Drone just called in, told us his story about how he got kicked out of Mission Bay by the lifeguards, even though there's people running around and playing in the playground. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, it's a pretty crazy time. Fishing with Uncle Dan. If you, I think you're, if I remember correctly, I think you're in the medical field. If you want to call in and give us some advice, that'd be appreciated. Or just call in and say what's up and talk about fishing or the lack of fishing. Let's see. All right, we have another caller. Let's pick this up. Okay, let's see here. I have to go through like. Thanks for calling Happy Hour. This is Roman.
What's going on, Roman?
How you doing?
Good.
Who is this?
This is Glenn.
Glenn. Oh my God. Sorry, dude. I don't recognize the number because it's a Google number, so a Google Voice number, so that it doesn't come through. How you doing?
I'm good. Just stepping away from the Nintendo Switch for a little bit.
What games are you playing to keep you to help you through the apocalypse?
Been doing a lot of Mario Party.
Oh,
son likes it. My wife likes it. Fun little game to get competitive with.
Right. Okay, cool. We have I see Dog Dude Drone. Whoa, Dog Dude Drone gave us $5. Dude, super chat. Thank you. That was awesome. That's so cool. It works. I had this little thing set up where it triggers a little happy guy rocking out with a guitar whenever anybody donates something. So that's awesome. My kids have Super Smash Brothers. They have what is it? Mario Kart Racing, the Mario Kart Racing 8, I think, or Infinity, whatever the symbol is.
Mm-hmm.
This weird game with like these two guys that are attached with a string, and you have to collaborate to do things. But right now I have them doing.
Okay.
But right now I have them doing a Raspberry Pi. Like I have them doing their own little Scratch 3 video games. Like I'm like, you want to play video games? You gotta make it yourself, and then you play it.
Yeah, that's cool.
So no fishing. Even can you take out a boat?
Orange County is open. I've seen pictures of people launching today. So
Okay.
I haven't heard anything about Orange County being shut down.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. Huh. That's crazy. So you can probably fish and take out a boat and stuff. So how are you dealing with it besides Nintendo Switch?
It's been hard. The hardest thing for me is really just not having the gym. I mean, I kind of fell in love with the gym deals over there. That's been harder on me, just falling into a rut, not having that routine anymore.
Yeah.
And then our business is still open. We run a daycare, so it's kind of like a weird situation because a lot of the kids that come here, they're with contracts with us, but now they're not working, but they still have to pay us.
Yeah.
They don't want to send their kids. So it's kind of like an awkward situation for all of us. And,
yeah, that is awkward.
We're just waiting to hear what they're going to say. Like, are they going to shut us down?
Yeah.
But then where are people going to go who still have to work? So it's kind of a weird situation.
Yeah, it's so difficult. Like, yeah, daycare was so like overlooked. Now that your kids are home, it's like you have to do like, well, for me, like my kids are at school, but now that they're home, it's like I have to go over the lesson plan that their teacher sends me and try to cover the stuff that she's supposed to cover. And then like also be able to focus on my job. And my job is a little bit intense sometimes when I have to troubleshoot something. So it really, like, breaking your thought process kind of like really, really interferes with productivity. So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, it's hard on the kids too. We have to try to explain to them every day. It's like my dog's like, when do I get to go back to gymnastics? And I was like, when do I get to play soccer?
Yeah.
And you have to kind of keep explaining what's going on, and they just don't quite get it. They don't know why they're washing their hands so much and why they can't go anywhere. And
yeah.
I think that's just been the hardest having kids.
Yeah.
And having to go through all this. And
yeah, that's crazy.
So
that's crazy. So when was the last time you went fishing before all this stuff happened?
I think like maybe a month ago, I went out of Davies Lawn Tramp, Los Alamitos, and I took Rowan, my dad. We went out and we caught some calico over by the wall over there in Long Beach.
Yep. Caught
some spotted bass in the harbor. And, just nothing too exciting. I'm still waiting the weather to turn around and this stuff to go away, start going up Catalina Island more and start doing special real boat fishing and try to put some bigger fish on the boat. Yeah,
if you got a boat, the Catalina's a must. It's so beautiful down or over there. So cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you So, do you mind talking a little bit about your recent weight loss?
Yeah, absolutely. What do you want to know?
So, when did you, at what weight did you start at, and why did you decide to go for it?
Well, it was about 8 months ago now. I'm on vacation in Palm Springs, and I'm at the pool, and I'm like a pretty heavy guy, and I didn't really care. I was 235 pounds, 6 feet tall, and I saw like videos and pictures afterwards, and I'm like, man, I'm way too comfortable for how I look. And at that point, I was like, I don't want to look like that anymore. And I actually ended up losing, and I think like 4 months, I ended up losing about 50 pounds.
Wow, dude, that's a lot.
And at that point, I was doing keto diet.
Yep.
And the weight was coming off. It was exciting, and I was losing kind of weight. And I kind of realized, I was looking kind of skinny and sucked in a little bit. And I was like, okay, I was great at losing weight, but it's not exactly how I want to look. Yeah. And then I kind of changed the diet around, and I started actually adding in weight training and everything. And I put on about 12 pounds of muscle in the next few months, and then I lost more weight. So now I'm sitting at 182 pounds from 235 pounds.
That's cool. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations. So, that's like a big accomplishment. You should be super proud.
No, and it's awesome. I mean, I encourage everybody. And I feel like kind of like the fishing community, there's a lot of like heavier guys. It's kind of like, it's cool. It's, it's okay. It's kind of like a thing, like you don't have to be a great shape to fish. And it'd be nice to see some of these guys get out there and, kind of take our lead. I mean, you lost a bunch of weight too, right? How much did you lose?
So, I lost like about 37 pounds. But I didn't, nice. but I didn't start working out. I'm just doing like body weight stuff, and I just started messing around with the kettlebell. And it's all stuff here at home. I had the pull-up bar going, got the kettlebell swings, and what are they called? Turkish get-ups. Those are like super hard to master, but once you figure it out, like they're really helpful. It works out a lot of parts of your body. Yeah, I didn't like. I think kind of we had a similar situation where like I went out with my wife to like a spa day for like our anniversary. It's on Instagram when we're at this resort. I'm wearing like this like a robe, and then like there's this like they have a special thing where like it's like they call it a Roman shower, like Roman waterfall thing, and you sit in this little thing, and this just like a torrent of water just washes on you, and it's like supposed to be therapeutic. It's like hitting your back and stuff. And then like she took a picture of me, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so fat!" Like you don't realiase like how far it's gone.
Just looking at our videos of us fishing in the past, my face is all blown up, and we're sitting there freaking eating Cheetos.
I know.
And we drink fish. It's like, now it's like I'm so cautious about everything I eat, and I track everything, and it feels so much better. But I mean, just looking at old videos of us, it feels so good to be, at a better place. And
it's a trip. Yeah, like
I have more energy.
Like my joints feel better. Like my lower back doesn't get as sore. Like I don't have a lower back soreness anymore. And like when I run, I feel good. Like when I run, I used to feel sore in my muscles and in my joints. Now if I run, I only feel sore in my muscles. I don't feel like my joints are getting messed up. So I mean, it's a lot of weight to be running with. So it's pretty good. Cool. So if anybody wants to hit you up for kind of like not necessarily like weight loss advice, but like just pointers or like point them in the right direction, what do you recommend?
Like how to contact me, or what should I say?
Like what was your first what's like a good place to start looking if they're interested in losing weight the way you did?
Really, it's a good question. You really just get your diet in check. I mean, that's your main thing. You got to look at what you're eating and drinking, and there's an app I use actually that's really helped me a lot since I got keto. It's called RP Strength. Okay. It's all based off of macros and everything, counting your macros, and they kind of do like a diet plan for you and everything.
Oh, that's
cool. Monthly prescription app, but
that's cool.
That's a really good app. I kind of love using that, but I really say for people who are struggling, don't worry so much about exercising your butt off. More worry about just getting your diet in check, and the weight will come off. You'll feel better, then you'll be able to start exercising more because it'll be easier. And that's kind of what I've done.
Exactly. So that's actually brings it to a great point. I tried doing the 1,000 miles run. I tried running 1,000 miles in 2018, but dude, I was so overweight. My body just like was like, what are you trying to do? Like my joints are like not having that.
Hard on your mind.
Yeah.
I mean, mentally, it's hard.
Yeah.
It defeats you, and you don't want to do anymore. But once I lost weight, I was like, I could actually run. I could actually lift. Jump.
Exactly.
You know, that inspired me to keep going.
So I think that what we're trying to get, what we're both kind of saying without saying is get your. I mean, you said it, but like I'm trying to solidify it. Get your diet in order first, and start losing weight before you go and try to work the weight off. Because diet is like what's going to change the weight, not the working out.
Yeah. It was diet. It was just walking up hills, walking down hills. Yep. Like just even if I'm at home, I kind of just pace around the house a little bit while I was doing nothing. And that's all it was: diet and walking.
Right. Perfect. Because from what I've been reading, like for working out accounts for about I think 16% of your weight loss. The rest is like diet. So diet.
Oh, hey, working out is easy. Working out an hour a day. You know what I mean? Like easy. Everything else is hard, and it's.
I was doing this whole thing, right? And then my wife put it off until after New Year's, after like all of the holiday eating and stuff. And then she decided to go ahead and start when the New Year started, and she took 2 weeks off of her normal like a Zumba class that she takes, and so she could go through the process of getting into ketosis and not feel like she's drained. And then like when she started, when she went back to class, they're like, "What'd you do?" She lost more weight like getting into like this thing than she did when she was going to class. So it just kind of proves a point that diet is what counts. All right, let's go back. All right, we're gonna take it back to fishing. Thanks for calling in, Glenn. This is cool. I'm glad I got to catch up with you, and thanks for the helpful motivation and tips for the weight loss. I mean, if you're not healthy, you can't fish, right? So.
Absolutely. And when when this is all over, my boat's up and running again, we're gonna do some more fishing for sure.
Dude, the islands sound awesome. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks.
All right, man.
All right, have a good one. Good night.
All right, talk to you later.
Thanks.
Bye.
That was cool. All right, guys. I'm sorry about that. I kind of went off topic for a little bit. I just figured, like I haven't talked to Glenn in a long time, and I wanted to congratulate him on that weight loss. Just really good job on that. And then just catch up. This is the whole point of the show, right? Is just to catch up with you guys and build community. So I'm gonna read the chats. There's a lot of stuff that's happened since I've been talking with Glenn. So let me catch up real quick. Okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. We have another caller. Give me a sec. Let me get on the. There we go. Welcome to Happy Hour. This is Ryan.
Hey, what's up, Ron?
How you doing?
Good, man. How you been?
Pretty good. So this is guys. This is Ryan from Above the Hook calling in.
What's going on?
Just kind of having some fun with this whole broadcasting thing.
Cool, man.
Yeah. So tell us about.
I'm just out here. I'm just out here in my garage, just rigging and watching your show.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So tell us. Earlier in the chat, you mentioned that season opens April 1st.
Yeah, over here in Central California, April 1st is our opener. You guys get a jump on. I think you open up like March 1st, I believe.
Like on the rockfish.
For like rock cod bottom fishing, yeah.
Yeah. Our season opened like last week, I think.
Right. Yeah, so we open April 1st, and so we're just kind of rigging, getting ready for that, and setting up kayaks for 2020. And so far, everything's like looking pretty solid for fishing around here. I mean, people have halibut already, which is insane for our area. Usually
awesome.
It's like July. Yeah.
Do you get?
So yeah, just kind of setting up and getting ready for the year and getting ready to go. Hopefully, don't cancel the San Clemente Island trip. We're heading out there in June.
Oh, okay,
who knows?
Seems far enough.
Happen.
That seems far enough. Like that, they haven't told us that they're canceling school for the whole rest of the year. So we're still hoping to go back in April according to the schedule. But who knows? Some states already canceled school for the whole rest of the year.
Yeah, we just actually got word that it looks like they're canceling for the year.
Oh dang! Guess they're probably gonna do us too.
At least here.
Yeah, because I think you guys had it worse initially, right? Up north.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been noticing. It's been kind of worse up here, but
we're right behind you anyway.
Isolate. I think, yeah, but we're just looking forward to get out on the water. And it sucks about your rudder line,
right? Well, it happened actually in the middle of San Diego Bay, so it wasn't too bad. I was able to steer with my paddle. So it wasn't as bad as what happened to you. So, guys, his rudder line. Ryan's rudder line broke right when he was like launching from La Jolla. Like I was watching him from the beach. I was trying to fly the drone, which sucks because I was following you with the drone, but I didn't have it recording. So I was watching you through the drone. And I was like, why is he letting the kayak turn so much to the left? And like the waves coming to get, I'm like, oh my God. And then when you came down, I was like, oh, okay, so your rudder line broke. That's so you couldn't steer. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, like scary.
Well, first and foremost, I'm glad you weren't recording because I don't want that on video.
Nice.
But fortunately, I was able to jump out and save that one. And just the pain in the butt part was just trying to fix the rudder line. I mean, I'm nowhere near my house. I'm 6 hours away.
Yeah.
And I drive there, and I was more upset for the fact that I have to figure out how to fix my kayak because I just drove 6 hours to get there.
Yeah, so let's make it. That's true. Let's make this a lesson for people that are barely gonna start to fish La Jolla or do trips like this. What do you wish you had with you that day?
A spare rudder line kit, which is something I normally don't have. Because I'll be honest, the kayak that I had out there that particular day was I think 4 years old, and the original rudder lines. The rudder lines are just solid. I mean, they're stronger than steel, so the odds of it breaking. I mean, it's not something you carry on all the time, but I'll tell you now, I have a spare set in my truck,
like a patch kit,
because that was the issue. I ended up having to use my paracord and just kind of rig something up, and it was just a pain in the butt. But fortunately, got it fixed and fished for 2 days out in La Jolla with that busted up rudder line, and then got home and then just repaired all of the rudder lines, and it's good as new on that one.
Nice.
So you got to do what you got to do when you travel, and that's kind of typically all we do is just travel and fish.
That's funny. That's cool. So you said you're rigging up for the opener. What do you normally do? What's your normal setup when you're going fishing?
Right. Well, we're just picking up our new kayaks for the year, and then basically I'm rigging up right now. I'm upgrading to a 7-inch monitor from a 5-inch.
Nice. So
going to that, rigging that up, and just getting the tracks put on, and trying to figure out a way to protect this new Outback rudder. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the new Outback rudder. It's not a really good design. No offense to Hobie, the kayak's awesome, but whenever you lift it up, the rudder drags. Unlike your Pro Angler that has kind of the hole that kind of protects.
It's kind of
there's nothing there to protect it. So I'm trying to figure out a way to mount my Hobie wheels to the back so it's not touching whenever I lift it on top of my truck.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Exactly. Yeah. So on the sand it's okay, but on the launch ramp it sucks probably. Yeah.
Right. A lot of times, with these kayaks, we'll actually bring them in backwards, just so we lift up the rudder and we're dragging them on the nose up because over here there's rocks everywhere.
Oh, okay.
It's not sandy beaches. I mean, you're launching with jagged rocks all the way around you, and so a lot of times we'll come in and just bring in the kayak backwards to kind of protect that rudder. Fortunately, Hobie kind of lowered the price on these rudders, so when you jack them up, they're pretty cheap to replace.
Nice. But it'd still be better if it didn't break.
Well, sure. Yeah. I mean, I kind of wish they just made it like how the Pro Anglers are. That kind of the hull protects them, but it is what it is. That's what they made. So, and I won't fish anything other than a Hobie. So
are you guys? Did you guys all get Hobies?
Yeah, we all run Hobies.
Okay, cool.
I know Alex runs the Pro Angler, but he's kind of he's looking at getting into an Outback just because of the size and weight.
Right.
I mean, for the Islander trip, they don't even allow Pro Anglers on that particular trip.
Yeah.
So we ended up taking one of our spares and using that. So he's probably going to end up getting onto an Outback. But Paul and I both use Outback.
Outbacks. Yeah.
I got 3 of them.
Cool. So that's cool.
So,
yeah. Well, I hope the Islander trip happens. That's awesome.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, last year was a blast. I don't know if anyone's down in San Diego, if they've ever done it. I recommend they do. It's right there in your backyard.
Yep. So tell us what I've been on it once when I had before I had my Hobie. So yeah, I was able to take my old Kraken 13.5. But tell us like what it's like. It's a 4-day, right?
Yeah. So no, it's a 3-day, 2-night. You get 2 full days of fishing. Basically, you're showing up. I forget the exact days. But let's say it's a Thursday. You end up getting on the boat and motoring out to the island all night on Thursday. So you're there Friday morning when you wake up. And then basically you fish until it's dark. And then you come in and basically sleep again and then basically fish all day till it's dark the next day. And then you come in and they motor you back to San Diego. It's kind of a blast. But the cool part is, I mean, especially around here, I mean, we don't have the luxury of people catering to us. I mean, you bring what you bring. You have to carry your kayak down cliffs and hikes. This, you just jump on and they lower it in the water for you. You call them up on the radio. They bring you beer. They bring you water. Bring you bait. Yeah. They'll come pick up your fish from you. Yeah. It's a blast.
It's like fishing with the butler.
We got a full video on our YouTube. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. it was first class service. I mean, it's crazy. It's worth the money.
Yeah,
I think they just upped the price on it because I want to say I paid $750 last year and it's like $850 or $875 this year.
I mean, it's an experience for sure. It's an experience, and then the value you get, the real value comes in that you don't have to do anything really besides like say so you get up in the morning, you tell them which one is your kayak, they line it up and they offload it off the back of the boat. You put your sounder and all that stuff in there, your bait tank, and then they hold it for you. You get in. You take off, you go fish, and then if you want to come back for lunch, you come back for lunch. If not, you can just stay out. And then they bring you bait. As long as you have your radio, super cool. Like when I went, there was guys fishing. They went and fished. Like they're like, okay, I'm only gonna fish halibut. Or like some guys are like, oh, I'm not interested in trying to catch a halibut or like a white sea bass. I want to just fish for calicos off the rocks. So it's really whatever you want to make of it.
Right.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely. The amount of fish that are out there are insane. In fact, last year, I think 2 weeks after our trip, unfortunately we missed it. 250-pound bluefin rolled in, and multiple guys hooked up on their kayaks to bluefin. Now they got spooled out.
I mean, shoot, dude!
We don't bring gear for bluefin. I mean, but they fought them for a while, and some of the guys on the boat caught it, and we're hoping, cross our fingers, it happens for us this year.
That'd be
because,
so good.
I'm gonna grab a definitely tuna rig, and I'm gonna try to hook up to a bluefin.
It's totally worth it.
The first guys to land a bluefin.
It's totally worth it. It's totally worth it to take like the tuna gear and just fish with that, even if you don't catch anything else, just in case you hook up on a bluefin. That'd be so awesome.
Yeah, just have it. I mean, I don't care if I had my Barbie rod with me. I would cast at a bluefin all day long. Nice. You know, let it fool me, let it break my gear. But I want to at least be able to say that, you know, I almost on that kayak because that would be an experience. So we'll see what happens this year. Hopefully the trip happens. It's all this coronavirus stuff going on.
Yeah.
It is what it is. My motto this year is go with the flow.
Go with the flow. Exactly. It's a good attitude to have. Cool. Well, thanks for calling in. Right. I really appreciate that. That was good catching up with you.
Yeah, man. Take care.
Awesome. Thanks, Ryan. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
All right, guys. Go check out Above the Hook. They're on YouTube. Make sure you follow them or subscribe to their channel so you can catch up when they go on this trip. Hopefully that trip doesn't get canceled. They go through with it. Even if they don't go, they have a lot of cool content on their channel. Go check them out. So that's a shout out for Above the Hook. All right, let me check out this chat real quick. I think we've gone way past. No, it's about we're right on time. It's about almost an hour. So let's keep the show rolling. There was a caller who called in earlier, and I couldn't answer the call because I was on the phone with Ryan. So if you want to call back, call back. If anybody else wants to call in. And we're going to start to shut this baby down in about 10 minutes. So it's a 10-minute warning. And then let me read some of these comments and catch up with what you guys have been talking about. Let's see. Awesome. All right, guys. Let's see. Cool. All right. So if you guys want to call in, the lines are still open. I'm gonna. Oh, I see. No catches. Oh, I see. Pirate Sailor. Sorry, you got skunked, but at least you're able to try. At least getting that skunk is. At least you're able to get out there and fish. So, Sorry, you got skunked. Maybe next time. Okay. All right, guys. So I see there's 18 people watching. If you could do me a big favor and give this live stream a thumbs up, that way people will get notified that it's still going, and it helps with the ranking in YouTube. Okay, so 2-minute warning. If we don't get a call in the next 2 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the show because it's time for me to go. Oh yeah, here's the thing. If you're in the Spotty Republic Facebook group or Spotty Republic Instagram group, I'm gonna be posting something later on in there, and possibly doing like group watching of like old 90s action movies. It'll basically be a meeting, and we'll all just hang out and talk about the movie we're watching and just kind of watch it in a group. It's just something else I want to try. It sounds fun, and it'd be entertaining to watch all of the old classics like Bloodsport, Universal Soldier, Predator, all of those action movies, Rocky 1 through 5. So if you're interested, go join the Spotty Republic Facebook group, or hit me up on Instagram, and I'll add you to the Spotty Republic Instagram group. That's where I'll be posting the links for the meeting that we'll be having sometime soon to hang out and watch 90s or 80s action movies. All right, guys. So let me kick this music on and take us out. Oh, we have a caller. Psych on the music. We have a caller. Let's see what Coach Worf has to say real quick. Coach Worf, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
All right, Coach Worf is on. How you doing?
What's happening, Roman?
Just hanging out, trying to make this show possible. This is fun, dude. I'm getting the hang of this. It's it's an experience for sure. How are you doing? How are you holding up? Last time you called in, you were sick.
Yeah, I was a little under the weather there for a couple of days. I think I had a pretty bad allergy attack, actually, is what happened, I think.
Awesome.
Coughing, choking, wheezing, the whole thing.
Uh-huh. Have you been out fishing since?
Well, I went on the 20th, and I went today.
Nice.
Otherwise, we've pretty much just been hanging out at the house and not doing too much. But I had to go to Costco to get some cheese today, so I figured if I'm going to go expose myself to COVID, I might as well stop by a spot real quick and get a little self session in.
A little self-satisfaction?
Well,
yeah, but did you fish?
I had the kids with me, and I was like, you know what, I'll go, and if they haven't posted anything by any of these steps,
yep.
I made sure I avoided any areas with lifeguard presence or police presence, or places people watch or anything like that. But I got out on a rock spit between a couple of patches of sand, and I caught a few over the course of an hour.
Nice.
It was all thanks. My report's up in the SD Fish
perfect.
surf section. If anybody wants to check it out.
In the bay section?
No, the surf piers and jetties.
Perfect.
Section of the SD Fish.
I have a feeling the traffic to SD Fish is going to go up because everybody's going to be wanting to read about fishing because they can't get out. That's awesome.
Well, I've got a couple videos coming on my channel, Dumbest Fisherman TV. Not that, believe me, my footage sucks. Go check it out at your own risk.
It's good. It's good. So give us the exact name. Give us the exact name of your channel.
Dumbest Fisherman, all one word. TV.
Yep.
That's it.
Dumbest Fisherman.
But yeah.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
For the record, I object to that name, but I know you're going with the humble angle. But I don't think you're the dumbest fisherman. I've met dumber.
Well, I don't know, man. How I fish is pretty dumb, you know. People say, well, how do we go catch fish? Well, just 5, 6 piece of shrimp, find somewhere rocks and sand, and that's pretty much. Yeah. There you go. You're welcome.
That's true.
Catch fish till the cows come home.
That's funny. It's so funny. Cool. Let's see. My other question for you was going to be, how are you? What's your go-to activity for fun, for entertainment, when you can't fish?
All right, I'm going to sound like the biggest retard on earth that I watch video game players.
Wait, you watch video game players?
I watch video game. I watch it. Okay, so there's something that they call a game movie, where they take all the cutscenes and action parts out of a video game and they make it into a movie.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. My son watches some of that stuff. Like they'll have like a Minecraft character doing like the whole, like they're doing scenes like if it's an actual movie, but it's just like a video game character.
But this is actually them playing the video games all the way through from beginning to end. So like, What was the one I saw the other day? Crisis 3. It's like 2.5 hours long. So they make Crisis 3 the video game into like a movie. You can watch. It's really weird, but.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So like, that's cool. That's cool. So it's like you watch them play the story mode of a video game, and you kind of watching the movie because it is a story.
Yep, and I find that the plot, because I have a literature degree, as odd as it sounds.
That's awesome.
The plot lines in video games don't suck as bad as the movies because it all has to make sense in the video game universe, or else they get roasted online.
Oh yeah.
So you can't have like some glaring pothole because your fans would be like, "Dude, you suck. The Last of Us will kick ass and blow." So it all has to fit in and make sense over the franchise.
That's funny.
So
you know.
Crisis 3 kind of picks up where Crisis 2 leaves off. Crisis 2 picks up where Crisis 1 leaves off. So you can kind of watch them one after the other, and you get like 8 hours of entertainment off of these 3 video games.
That makes sense. That's good. There you go. Tip of the day. Video game plot lines are sometimes or most of the time better than actual movies. That's true.
By far.
That brings me back to like, man, that takes me back. Like when Xbox first came out. There's a game called Max Payne.
Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne was one of the greatest video games of all time. If you go watch that as a movie, it is kick-ass.
Yeah, the movie wasn't that good, but the video game was awesome.
So you can actually, I think Gamers Little Playground, or shameless plug for one of my favorite people that do this, but they actually made a video game movie out of Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne, and it is amazing.
That's cool. Yeah, I remember like that when you said that. I remember I was young, and my younger sister, she would watch me play because she liked the story. That's pretty funny. Crazy. Cool. Well, thanks for taking me back there, man. That was cool. That was super cool.
I gotta say, man, this COVID thing sucks. Yeah, the water looks so good off the hood. I was watching Yellowtail blow up on bait like 40 yards from shore. Dude, man, I didn't, I don't fish those, and I guess there's a whole thing about Yellowtail fishermen, but it was pretty cool to see. I mean, one big one, maybe like 6 to 10 pounders, just hammering on. Nice. Looked like baby jack mackerel, but
nice.
I was watching it happen, and there was nobody there to take advantage of it. I just thought.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't have a plug or anything, even. Not that I typically bother to throw and stuff like that anyway. But
jeez,
somebody could have caught a couple shore yellowtail the other day.
Would have been fun. At least even if catch and release, it would have been a fun little fight.
Oh yeah, peel line, run all over the place, break you off, probably.
Nice, cool. Cool. Well, thanks for calling in. This is cool. All
right. You take care of yourself, Robin.
We'll talk soon.
All right. Bye for now, man.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That was Coach. Check him out on YouTube. Let's see. Sorry. Trying to think and talk at the same time doesn't work for me sometimes. Okay. Wrapping up the show. Thank you for coming by and hanging out in this episode of Happy Hour. Sorry, had a little bit of technical difficulties at the beginning, but it looks like it's working now, and we should be good to go for tomorrow. We're going to be doing this show every day, Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to about 8. If the content is not there and if the calls aren't there, we'll end early. But if people are calling in, we'll keep it going. And just have a place for us to hang out, talk about fishing, and a nice hour to relax and not worry too much about what's going on, but just have that conversation and have a place to have fun. Cool. So thanks for checking it out. I'll see you tomorrow at 7. And cheers. Share this with your friends if you want them to hang out. Be ready to call in tomorrow with some questions. And this is Roman signing off. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, thanks, guys. Later.